Well, good evening, YouTube. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey. I almost forgot to do this. McCabe. I went to the beach, I was doing some writing, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I was like, I didn't do the Stoic for today, and I don't want to miss another day. I almost just didn't do it. I was like, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. But it's 11:22. I still made it. As always, we're reading the Daily Stoic 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. If you don't know what Stoicism is, or you kind of know what Stoicism is, or you might have heard it before, just get out of here. Go Google it. Go do some research. YouTube, Google, all of those things will be great resources for learning an introduction to Stoicism. Probably be best you do that than listen to me, because I'm sort of in the middle, and it would be best if you learned it. It's often misunderstood as a philosophy of having no emotions, and it's way deeper than that. It's way bigger than that. There's so much more to it. In the Stoic theme, I went and bought On the Shortness of Life, the Stoic Classic by Seneca. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I'm reading a book right now called We Who Wrestle with God by Jordan Peterson, and it is too much. His vocab, I love listening to him. I've listened to a lot of his lectures. He did a 17-part lecture on the psychological significance of the Bible, and I think that's what this book is about. Well, I know that's what this book is about, but the vocabulary is just too much. It's a little bit out of my range. Like some of the words, I don't even really know what they mean, a little bit, but then there's so many of them, and I just find it written in such it's too wordy. I'm like, okay, man, like it's ridiculously over the top wordy. It doesn't even like strike as good reading. It's hard to say what I mean. I've only read like 40 something pages of it, and every time I pick it up, I read like 2 pages. I'm like, I can't do this. So I might switch and start reading something else, and maybe go back to that one day when I feel like sitting and learning a bunch of words. But it's difficult to read. I don't know how else to explain it. Let's make sure it's still the day I think it is. I just got off of nights, and I am lost. I hate it. It's like 11:30 at night. I'm not even ready for bed. I should really go to bed. Get my life back on the day side of things. Anyways, April 11th. If you want to learn, be humble. Throw out your conceited opinions, for it is impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows. Epictetus Discourses 2.17.1. Of all the Stoics, Epictetus is the closest one to a true teacher. He had a school, he hosted classes. In fact, his wisdom is passed down to us through a student who took really good lecture notes. One of the things that frustrated Epictetus about philosophy students, and has frustrated all college professors since time began, is how students claim to want to be taught, but really secretly believe they already know everything. The reality is that we're all guilty of thinking we know it all, and we'd all learn more if we could set that attitude aside. As smart or successful as we may be, there is always someone who is smarter, more successful, and wiser than us. Emerson put it well. Every man I meet is my master in some point, and in that I learn of him. If you want to learn, if you want to improve your life, seeking out teachers, philosophers, and great books is a good start. But this approach will only be effective if you're humble and ready to let go of your opinions you already have. I mean, that is super true, but I also say when you're talking about students, you're talking about younger people, and like, come on, man. 17 to 25, dude, I thought I knew everything. So I think that battle might always remain, right? There's a point when you're coming of age as a young man or a young woman, you're just like, I know it all. That's what it was like for me. Life will humble you, and then, what's that saying? Any man who knows a thing knows he knows not a thing at all. I don't know who originally wrote that, but I heard it in the Kanon song, if you know the rapper from Somalia and then Toronto. He grew up in Toronto. I think he moved from Somalia. But anyways, you got to get there. You got to mature into that. But I love the idea of like every person I meet can teach me something. I really, really love that. I think we just spoke about that the other day. Obviously, the theme for the month will lend to some of the same ideas. But anybody can teach you anything at any time. Your kids, you might meet somebody that amazes you with things that they can do that you don't know how to do or you've never even thought of. And really, it takes an entire colony of people to do anything, right? So like we need all kinds of different people, right? So be open to receive new lessons, new learnings. Don't ever think you know it all. be humble. That's really good advice. But also to the kids out there, good luck with that. And when you're at that age, can't tell me nothing. Anyways, it's going to be a short one today. I got to get my butt home and go to bed. Love, hope, faith. Peace, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow.